Yo, what's up guys, hope you guys are doing good. So today we are going to see what if Naruto got corrupted by Kyuubi after seeing how Konoha threats him as a child part 2. Hope you will enjoy this video, so before we start please like the video and subscribe to our channel and hit bell notification, it motivates me to upload more fanfics for my lovely audience. So let's get started. Naruto was thinking about what Tsunami said, to start to give the people of Wave hope. To revolt and become a better village, they should be fed and the buildings should be repaired. Let's start with food first, but where should I get food enough for a good 500 people, thought Naruto. Then Naruto caught the smell of wild hog in the air. Getting a good whiff of the air, he could tell that there was many in the area, only spread out. Naruto got a dangerous smile on his face as he put on his claws. Let's get to work, shall we? He thought as he ran into the forest. Another side of the forest. Kakashi brought Sasuke and Sakura out to the forest to talk about a couple things he's noticed in the group. He couldn't find Naruto, so he had to settle with these two. Alright you two, where did you learn those moves you used on the walk from Konoha to Wave? He said. Sasuke and Sakura started to sweat real bad. Naruto said that if they told people that they were training under him, bad things would happen. Just thinking about that made the two scared enough. Quickly thinking, Sasuke started off first. I've been training for years in my clan's jutsu, although I only have a small amount of jutsu and that they're only high D rank. Said a sweating Sasuke. Fair enough. Good job, Sasuke, you're turning into an exceptional shinobi. Then he turned to Sakura. What about you, Miss Haruno? Well, I've been, training with Ino's clan. She yelled. Oh really? For how long? Said a curious Kakashi. Not too long, really. Only like a month before the academy exams. The only jutsu I learned was my Doden, mud wall technique, and I built my chakra control massively with then as well. She explained. Oh well, that explains that. I just wanted to know that you all were taking your time in training and not rushing yourself. After all, you are still kids. You should enjoy your golden years while you have them. Anyway, I'm going back to the bridge with Tazuna. Jane. He said and disappeared in a body flicker. Thank God that's over with. Said Sakura as she sat down on the ground. Yeah, we couldn't let Kakashi find out about the training we've been doing, or we would suffer Naruto's wrath. He said and shuddered at the thought of Naruto's beatings. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go through that again. Said Sakura. She then looked up at the sky as the wind blew through her hair. We've changed a lot since we have been with him. She said. Yeah, you're right, said Sasuke as he took a seat next to Sakura. Sasuke remembered that he used to be an asshole, like the Namikaze twins, as he put down everything that even tried to come up to him. He only focused on getting stronger to reach Itachi. But now he knew that other things were more important than chasing after him. Sakura remembered that she was a major Sasuke fangirl, chasing after Sasuke with no other thing in mind. Sure, she was smart, but she was weak in every other aspect at being a ninja. She was actually, and thank God for this, quieter than she usually was when she was training with Naruto. Naruto brought the best out of the both of him. You know, the only person who hasn't changed is Naruto. He has always been distant from everyone. Always alone, said Sakura, thinking about what she heard this morning when she was listening in on Tsunami and Naruto's conversation. What do you mean? Said Sasuke, and Sakura started to tell Sasuke everything she heard from the conversation this morning. 2 hours later, Wave Town Square. A line of Narutos were walking into the middle of Wave. He had all kinds of dead animals with him. He killed wild hogs, deer, rabbits, almost anything you could find in the forest. He brought some kindle and big logs in also, to burn so he could cook his large kill. He also made plates from the stone that came out of the river, the water cleaning the stone of any impurities. Naruto built a large camp-like bonfire, and started to cook his kill, gaining a lot of attraction. What's that kid doing? Asked a villager. I don't know, but damn, that stuff smells really good, exclaimed another. Soon, a whole circle was around Naruto and his clones. Then, Naruto took out a marker, got some wood that was laying down and wrote. Get in line if you want delicious food. It said. As soon as people read that, they got into a straight line and Naruto started serving them. This went on for a good 2 hours. People who haven't had food in days, now stuffed with meat in their stomachs with rations to spare. People actually started smiling and laughing, talking amongst each other, which hasn't happened in a long time. Kids were playing around in the streets like they just weren't struggling to survive a while ago. Naruto looked at this scene and frowned. What is this feeling I have? It feels so foreign to me. I can't describe it, thought Naruto. Then the people started thanking him, saying that this was just like a dream to them. One of the older women came up to Naruto. Excuse me boy, but what is your name? She said. Naruto. Ah Naruto, you're such a good boy for doing this for the people, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. She said. Then people started to cheer his name. Naruto. Naruto. The villagers yelled. Naruto's eyes widened when he heard this. A good boy, he said in his mind as he thought back to what Tsunami said to him. Naruto, you really are a good boy, you've just been hurt for so long that you don't open up to anyone, he replayed in his head over and over again. He started to breath heavy as he kept thinking. But Kurama-chan said that I was supposed to be evil-like to fit her image and become a good mate, a good demon. Why is it what Tsunami-san said and Kurama-chan said so different, he thought, not noticing the honorific he gave to Tsunami's name. Meanwhile Kurama was listening to Naruto's thoughts and didn't like them, not one bit. Tsunami-san. Tsunami-san. Saaaaaaannnnnnn. That bitch. What is she trying to do to Naruto? I swear if she tries to fill my man with these terrible thoughts of helping people and actually acting human, he might lose the love he secretly holds for me and for it to be sent to her instead. Thought a very worried Kurama. She was going to have to do something about Tsunami really quick to make Naruto forget about what she said to him. I'll make my move tonight and handle the situation as quietly as I can, she thought with a smirk on her face. Back to the gathering in the middle of Wave, the people were so busy partying that they didn't notice 3 of Gato's thugs come up with their hands on their blades' sheath. What's going on here? Said the thug in the middle, most likely the leader. It got dead quiet as the thugs walked around the people, who still haven't said anything yet. Then they noticed the food that everyone had. He grabbed a plate and raised it in the air. Who's responsible for this? He asked only to get no reply again. So, no one knows. He said as he started to get his sword out, scaring a few people. I did this, said a voice the thugs couldn't recognize. They started looking around for the owner of voice. Then when they heard a down here, they looked down to see Naruto, with a rabbit's foot sticking out his mouth, the same one he caught when he met Zabuza. The thugs didn't see Naruto because of how small he was. Even though he was a powerhouse, Kurama still couldn't understand why he was only 4 feet 11. The thugs looked at Naruto and started laughing at him. It was too hilarious to think that this little kid could have did all this. Why do you laugh? Asked Naruto. There's no way a little pathetic little boy did this. He said. Then he did something that sealed his fate. He spit in Naruto's face. It was sliding down his cheek almost touching his hoodie, his precious hoodie. Did he wait a second? What did that just happen? Oh, it did happen. Kill him. Screamed out Kurama from the mindscape. Faster than any could see, red chains came from Naruto's back and wrapped themselves around the 3 thugs' stomach. He then squeezed them with so much force, he broke every rib in their bodies. The thugs were then dropped on the ground, making them scream even louder. Naruto then wiped the spit off him, then laid out some kunai. I'll let the villagers take care of you. And walked away. The citizens grabbed the kunai and smiled at the thugs who were shaking in fear, their screams could be heard for miles. Naruto asked around for a builder of houses, which he found. They talked and Naruto said that he would offer his services, which made the man very happy. Naruto headed back to Tazuna's house after that. Tazuna's house dinner. Everyone was eating around the table. Tsunami made a big feast, because Naruto brought 2 deer that he helped her skin. The food is delicious, Tsunami, good work. Said Tazuna as he ate with 3 plates in his face. Thank you father. But it was all Naruto who went and caught the food, and he helped me skin them really fast. She said with a smile towards Naruto. How did you do it, Naruto? Asked a very full Kakashi. Naruto then showed him his longer than average nails. My nails are stronger than steel, they can cut through skin and flesh easily, I just use my claws because it's hard getting the skin from underneath them. Said Naruto, and Sasuke and Sakura shivered, knowing firsthand that what he said was true. The table was filled with laughter and smacking because of the delicious food that Naruto and Tsunami, but there was one person didn't like what was going on in the house. Why do you all care what happens to us? Said Inari, and the table got dead quiet. Inari, stop, said Tsunami. No, I don't understand why they came here. They say they came to protect Grandpa, but I know they're only in it for the money. These people don't know of our suffering. Living in those big ninja villages where they're all nice and protected, while we deal with people like Gato. Gato will just kill them when he wants to anyway. Said Inari. Inari, stop. They aren't here for money, they truly care about our problems. Why would Naruto do what he did if he didn't? Said Tsunami. Inari then pointed his finger at Naruto, who was ignoring the whole conversation over his rabbit stew, in which he found way more interesting. He's the worst of them all. He first came into this house with no emotions at all. I heard what you did at town today, but what you did won't last. When you leave, all that hope you gave them will go back down and everything will go back to being the same. Wave looking like a dead wasteland. He said, only to see that Naruto was still eating. Are you even listening to me? Yelled Inari. Naruto took a deep breath, put his spoon down and looked at Inari with his red eyes flashing. You are annoying, I wish I couldn't hear you so I can continue to eat, but it seems you won't let this go. He then stood up and walked up to Inari, bending down to see Inari eye to eye. The reason I gave all those people food today was because of your mother saying it was a good way to give them hope. That hope will give them the necessary strength to rebel against Gato, strength they don't seem to have now. Next, I shall start rebuilding the broken houses that seem to take over Wave, and then I'll kill Gato. Said Naruto, surprising everyone in the room. What? Said Inari. I will kill Gato and everything that has to do with him. That's my plan to free Wave. Now, to me it sounds like you don't want that to happen. You say that I don't care about Wave, but I've already done more than anyone has, including you. All you do is cry upstairs hoping that something would change, someone would help, but now that I'm here, you curse my name. Said Naruto as he then got right into Inari's face, scaring him in the process. You also said that I don't know what suffering is, when it should be switched around. Do you know who it feels to be betrayed by your family, your father sealing a demon inside you? Or how it feels to be beaten daily up to the age of 6? How it feels to be stabbed, beaten with poles, sticks, anything that could cause pain? How about eating from the garbage and sleeping behind a dumpster with a newspaper as a blanket? How about living in a cell without seeing sunlight for 2 years? Or to be mentally tortured by the same demon your father sealed into you, Do you understand my pain? Can you comprehend how insane I really am? Yelled Naruto as his fangs started to grow longer, his eyes flashing even more, an insane smile on his face. By this time Naruto backed Inari into a wall, releasing a ki so strong that even Kakashi was frozen in place. Why aren't you talking, boy? I told you the difference between you and me. My persecutors hurt me all my life, but the thing is, I got them back. I killed a mob of a good 55 people and smiled while I did it. I said earlier that I don't like flesh underneath my nails, but that time I didn't care, it felt good to feel their blood on my nails, my skin, on the same alleyway where they wanted to kill me. You, on the other hand, cry over a picture of your dead father, not changing a thing. So what I want you to do is that exact thing, go run away and cry. Naruto said with a smile on his face. He backed away to give Inari room, and as soon as he did, he ran upstairs, crying a storm. Naruto saw this and started laughing, scaring everyone with such a creep laugh. He then got the rest of his soup, drained it, and left out the house, but not before saying, time to start the second step. And left the house, still laughing. When the ki Naruto was letting out was finally gone, everyone took a deep breath. Kakashi-sensei, is what Naruto said true? About what he went through? She said, and everyone looked at Kakashi. Yes, and what he said was just an idea of what he went through, he said, and then got a deep breath and continued, and I was once one of them. He said with guilt. What? Why would you do that to him? Said Tsunami as she yelled at Kakashi. I don't know. I was passing by the alley and I heard something that pissed me off. Flashback alleyway in Konoha. Kakashi was passing by an alleyway when he heard screams. He went inside the alleyway to see what was happening and saw a mob of people around a certain boy. That's what you get, demon. We're going to finish what the fourth started. Then Naruto looked up and said, fuck the fourth, he's the one that did this to me. He screamed. When Naruto said that, a switch went off in Kakashi's head. How could he say something like that about his sensei? Kakashi pushed his way through the mob to be right in front of a young, bloody, Naruto. Kakashi saw red when he looked at him. Did you say, fuck the fourth? Sensei is a great person. Never say that around me. Suffer your punishment, demon. And Kakashi shoved a lightning blade in Naruto's shoulder, causing him to scream and pass out. The people were shouting out in praise of Kakashi finally killing Naruto, but he saw different. He saw the dead look in his eyes, the pain he went through, an innocent kid. Oh my god, what have I just done? Thought Kakashi. He quickly left then scene and went to his house to drink away what he just done. End flashback. I don't know why I did it. I just got so angry when he disrespected sensei like that. Yelled an angry Kakashi. Does Naruto know it was you who did it? Whispered Sasuke. I don't know, he hasn't said anything about it when I first saw him in the academy. I haven't seen him in so long and I didn't think I would have him as a student. Said Kakashi. Sakura was shaking in anger. How could he do that to Naruto? Naruto really is a good person, he just doesn't trust anyone, and it was because of people like Kakashi. Sakura then walked up to Kakashi, and with a chakra-enhanced palm, slapped Kakashi right across his masked face. Smack. It was so loud, that Naruto even heard it in the forest. Sakura just looked at a surprised Kakashi, his cheek now bleeding bad from the hit. She just looked at him, and then turned around and headed towards the door. I'm looking for Naruto. And left. Sasuke soon followed her lead and left, not before giving Kakashi a Sharingan glare. What have I done? Thought Kakashi as he went to tend to his cheek. Gato's hideout with Haku and Zabuza. Won't be long now, in a few days, we'll go back and kill those leaf ninja and the bridge builder. Said Zabuza as he laid in his bed. Sure thing too, San, I'll be there with you all the way. Said Haku. Thank you, my daughter. Said Zabuza. Zabuza found Haku more than 8 years ago and treated her like his own. He loved Haku like the daughter he never had. Haku loved him back the same way, like the father she never had. Well, actually she did have a father, but he killed her mother and then tried to kill her too because of her bloodline because he thought those with bloodlines were monsters, you all get what I'm saying. Then, the two heard something on their window. Haku got out her bed and turned on the light. Zabuza lifted himself up out of his bed and grabbed his kubikiribocho, ready for a fight. The window slid open and a figure came in, the hood of its hoodie over its head. Reveal yourself, yelled Zabuza. The figure lifted the hood to show the face of Naruto. Gah, you're one of Kakashi's brats, said Zabuza. Yes, but I didn't come here for a fight, I come to talk, said a calm Naruto as he raised his hands in surrender. What should we do to San? Asked Haku. Zabuza looked in Naruto's eyes for indeceit and found none. He then lowered his sword, nodding his head to Haku to lower her senbon. All right, go ahead and talk, Gaki, said Zabuza. I will, but I must warn you, if you don't agree with what I say, I will have to kill you and your daughter. But if you agree, you won't have to be a missing nin and never worry about money again. Stated Naruto. Never worry about money again, that's all he had to say, thought Zabuza. All right Gaki, tell us your plan, said Zabuza. I will kill Gato whenever you come to attack us because I know he will not hold his side of the bargain you two had together. He plans to kill you two the day you attack my team, so he can get away without paying you. I will kill all of the guards, thugs, and free everyone that he has made slaves. I will then put them in Wave. I will take Gato's money and use it to begin to rebuild Wave, and give you triple of what he was going to pay you. Said Naruto. Triple. Said Zabuza as his eyes held dollar signs in them. Haku's eyes just widened when she heard the amount they would be receiving. Yes, triple. But here is when you have something in the deal. I will make Wave my own land when I leave Konoha for reasons I can't tell you yet. But when I'm done with my mission here, I will find allies to send to Wave to start a new ninja village. One without corruption, where there is true peace. I shall lead it. The first allies I want are you and your daughter, Haku. You're both very skilled and can become stronger if you weren't on the run all the time. While I'm gone from Wave, you will protect it and the people I send over here. He said. But how will you send more allies over to Wave without rising suspicion? Asked Haku. I can only reveal that when I am sure that you are on my side. Said Naruto. Zabuza walked over to Haku and the two had a small discussion, and Zabuza came back to Naruto and stuck in his hand. Alright, we agree with the terms, just keep your side of the deal and everything will go fine on our end. Said Zabuza. Naruto shook his hand. Good. Now I shall tell you the way how I'm going to send people over. Then brought out piece of paper with a red kanji for the word, 9, on it. With this I shall use my form of the Hiraishin and send people over to Wave. Said Naruto. The Hiraishin? Who do you think you are, the fourth Hokage's son? Exclaimed an ignorant Zabuza. Precisely, but he doesn't see me as his son, and I don't see him as my father. But other than that, the next time my team fights you, I'll knock Kakashi out and kill Gato. Said Naruto. What about the other brats? Asked Zabuza. Don't worry about them, I'll take care of them. That is all, I shall see you two soon, goodbye. Said Naruto as he disappeared in a red flash. Outside Tezuna's house, Naruto was approaching the house, when he felt something wrong with his body. What's going on? Thought Naruto. Naruto. Said Kurama. Kurama-chan. Said Naruto. Naruto, you know that I love you, right? She asked. Yes. Then please forgive me for this, because I'm doing this for you. She said. Then, all of a sudden, Naruto fell on the ground, unconscious. Tsunami's room. Tsunami was getting warm and started to sweat in her bed. She didn't know why, it was just early springtime, it shouldn't be this hot during the night. She then got out of her bed to get a thinner blanket, when she looked up to see Naruto with a smirk on his face. Naruto. She said drowsily. I'm afraid Naruto-kun won't be talking to you tonight, Tsunami-tem. Said Kurama, fully control of Naruto's body. What are you saying, Naruto? Asked a nervous Tsunami. You're not talking to Naruto-kun, this is the almighty Kyuubi you're talking to now. Naruto is asleep right now and I took over to talk to your man-stealing ass. Said Kurama. Tsunami suddenly jumped out her bed when she heard that she was talking to the same demon that hurt Naruto for so long. You're the one who's been hurting Naruto for so long. Torturing him, raping him, and for what? Yelled Tsunami. To make him see my way, of course. Said Kurama, as she sat down on Tsunami's bed. To make him see my side of things instead of his own. Hurting him would only make him want to get away from you though. Said Tsunami. Remember, I am a demon. I hardly know what kindness is. When I first got to Naruto, I was going to hurt him so he could submit himself to me, but Naruto has a stubborn nature, he won't give up. But trust me, soon he will give into my influence. Said Kurama with a evil smile. That's terrible, he should be able to make his own decisions, be whatever he wants to be, not what you choose. That's why he is helping Wave, not because you told him to, it's because he wants to. Tsunami screamed out. That's what I want to talk to you about. Naruto has been thinking about what you said, about giving people hope, about being a good boy, but truly, Naruto isn't a good boy. Said Kurama. What do you mean? Naruto wants to destroy his village. He wants to destroy Konoha, and he wanted to do that before he even meet me," said Kurama to a surprised Tsunami. "Because of the villagers beating him, I know. That isn't his fault either. Naruto has never in his life done anything he wants to do, only listen or suffer from others," said Tsunami. "He doesn't need to," yelled Kurama. "All he needs is me. That's what I've been trying to show him, but he keeps denying it. All he needs to do is listen, which he doesn't do at all," she yelled. She then looked Tsunami in the eye. "But he listened to you the first time you said something, and that is something I don't understand," she said. "It's because unlike you, he can believe me and trust, faster than she could even see." Kurama wrapped a hand around Tsunami's neck. "You say he can't trust me. He can't trust the person who was there for him. Even if I did hurt him, it was for him to realize that the pain could stop if he would just listen. That's all that I ask. To listen to me and me only, no one else. I would never lie to Naruto-kun. I would always be there for him, even if he doesn't want me there because I love him. I am obsessed with him. Because just like me, he was the only person I could understand. To be discriminated for a reason not your fault, because of what you are, do you know how that feels?" asked Kurama. She then let Tsunami go. She gained her breath first and then looked Kurama in the eyes that were full of tears. "The first time I talked to Naruto, we could relate on so many things. I actually felt normal for once. If I didn't like something, he didn't like it either for the same reasons. With Naruto, I never felt alone, and it's funny, 'cause I'm too old to remember the number of my age, but a 6-year-old boy understood me fully better than anyone else. He is the person who taught me the words, friendship, and then, love. I don't want to lose him to anybody, in fear of those feelings going away." She then picked up a picture of Tsunami, Inari, and Tazuna, and some other man she couldn't recognize and didn't care about either, and showed it to Tsunami. "You have a family that you love and cherish, something people wish they had. I am one of them, but take me seriously when I say this. Stop filling Naruto's head with this silly idea of living his own life. He only needs me and I need him." She then walked right in front of Tsunami with a serious face, tears long gone, and if you try to take what makes me happy, she leaned in and whispered in her ear, "I'll take away what makes you happy. So this is your final warning, stay away from Naruto," she said as she leaned away and left Tsunami's room. 3 days later, things had changed in the household of the civilian family and Team 7. Sasuke and Sakura didn't stay around Kakashi when they needed to, which made him sad and feel even more guilt. He deserved this. His team doesn't trust him now. He really felt like shit. The other thing is that Tsunami started avoiding Naruto. The next morning after Kurama and Tsunami's conversation, Naruto tried to tell Tsunami that he was going to start repairing the buildings of Wave, only for her to say "that's good," and move away from Naruto, making him kind of sad. Naruto started building with a man named Shinichi, the local carpenter, and both started making houses. Naruto would get the wood from the forest that he would cut down with his favorite jutsu that he made himself, Fuden, tamed winds. This jutsu let him control the winds at will, with no motions at all, and make invisible wind blades to tear through his enemies. With this and his shadow clones, Naruto and Shinichi were building many houses and repairing broken down ones in a flash. But even through all that, Tsunami didn't praise his efforts. Naruto asked Kurama what she did when he fell out, and all she said was that she was making improvements to his body to handle more of the yokai that he was making, which he bought, not noticing the lie she was telling him. The second day Naruto was really wanting to get some good sleep, but the Uchiha wanted to talk to him about his past, but fell asleep while he was talking. The next morning, Kakashi left with Sasuke and Sakura to protect Tazuna for the last time as today was the day that the bridge was finished. Naruto was still asleep when the team left, so he didn't get there on time. Something did wake him up, though. Tazuna's house. Snort, Come with us lady, or we'll hurt the kid. Ka-san. Don't worry Inari. Just go back inside, Ka-chan will handle this. Snore, Orangus, Let's go. No. Z's. Huh. What's that noise? Outside the house. Get out of here, kid. Said a thug that was dragging Tsunami away. No, I won't let you take my Ka-chan away. I won't run away anymore. Shouted Inari. Then die. Charged the other thug with his sword drawn. When he was about to kill Inari, his head fell from his neck. The same happened to the other thug. In the middle of the scene was Naruto, his black hoodie and cargo shorts sprayed with their blood. He looked at Tsunami that was still scared. She saw Naruto and started to back away from him. Seeing him with the blood all over him with that dead look made him look scary to her. Naruto, though, took this the wrong way, so she fears me, just like everyone else. That must be the reason why she stopped talking to me, because she realized what I am. I thought she would be different, thought Naruto as he looked at Tsunami. He pushed those thoughts away and looked at Tsunami and asked, "Where is the Hatake?" "He and my father went to the bridge this morning," she said. Before she said anything else, Naruto vanished in a red flash. On the bridge. Damn, this guy is good, thought Sasuke as he faced Haku in her dome of ice mirrors with some Senbon sticking out of his body, also not knowing that Haku is a girl. "You fight well, your Sharingan has helped you greatly in battle," said Haku in one of her many mirrors. Haku then jumped out the mirror to the right of Sasuke to hit him, only for him to block it with a kunai. She grabbed another Senbon and tried to stab it into his midsection, only for Sasuke to grab Haku's wrist and lifted it up, and tried to stab her underarm, only to feel a Senbon in his back. "What?" he said as the Haku he stabbed turned into ice. "You faced my clone that time, which I set up to lower the guard on your back, which worked wonders. Now please forgive me for this, but you must die. 1,000 flying water needles of death," she yelled as she sent loads of Senbon at Sasuke's body. Then, all the Senbons got blown away by a strong gust. A small tornado appeared in the middle of the dome, and when it died down, it was Naruto in the middle. "Huh, nice entrance," said Sasuke. "I will handle the situation," said Naruto. Naruto then had chains come from his back, surprising both Haku and Sasuke. He then made them wrap around to make little drills. "Chakra chains. Drill form," he announced, and they launched themselves into Haku's mirrors. One by one the mirrors were destroyed, until there was only one left. Haku then walked out the mirror and took her mask off, revealing a very surprised look. "How strong are you?" she asked. "Not strong enough. This battle is over," said Naruto as he walked into the mist to go see Zabuza and Kakashi's battle. On the other side of the bridge. "It's time for you to die, Zabuza," said Kakashi to Zabuza that was held down with dogs that Kakashi summoned. Kakashi charged up his lightning blade, and shocking Zabuza in the process. "What kind of jutsu? I can see the chakra he is putting into it," thought an amazed Zabuza. "It's time, lightning blade," yelled Kakashi as he charged towards Zabuza. He was about to stab Zabuza, when a hand caught his wrist, stopping him in the process. "Naruto, what are you doing?" asked Kakashi. But Naruto wasn't worried about that, he was more worried about the jutsu that Kakashi still had active. "This is the same jutsu. The same one, just like it was that day," said Naruto. He then looked up at Kakashi. Kakashi, now realizing what Naruto was seeing, cancelled the jutsu and pulled his hand back. "Naruto, I can explain," said a very worried Kakashi. Naruto was looking at Kakashi with wide eyes, not believing what he just found out. "I knew I've seen his face before, I just didn't know where I saw it. But now that I know, it makes me hate him and Konoha more than ever," he thought. Naruto quickly knocked Kakashi out by chopping him on his neck, now remembering the situation he was in, but he was angry, and he needed something to take it out on. "Thanks a lot there, Gaki. For a second I thought I was actually going to die," said Zabuza as he freed himself from the dogs Kakashi summoned earlier. He then released his mist jutsu to reveal Haku and Sasuke walking over, Sakura still protecting Tazuna, and the mob of thugs on the other side of the bridge with Gato himself, clapping. "Wow, I can't believe that you're still alive, Zabuza, those leaf ninjas failed to kill you. But that's all right, my thugs will kill you now and take over wave," preeminently. Laughed Gato and his cocky thugs. Naruto, remember when I said that you could kill later? Asked Kurama from his mind. Yes, said a very angry Naruto. Have fun, was all she said. I shall, yelled a now crazy Naruto as he charged towards the mob, claws now equipped on his hands. Kill him first, show them who's boss around here. Yelled Gato to his thugs as they also charged towards Naruto. Kill them all, yelled a finally crazy Naruto. Tazuna, Zabuza, Haku, Sasuke, and Sakura could only watch as Naruto tore through the crowd of thugs with his claws. One after one the thugs would lose body parts and they would be thrown all over the bridge, with Naruto in the middle of it all, having the time of his life. Naruto ran towards a group of thugs that were trying to get away from the demon boy, and without handseals, Naruto casted a jutsu. Fudden. Uphill current. He yelled as the group of thugs were then launched into the air. Fudden. Downhill current. He yelled again and the thugs were then caught into two powerful crushing wind currents that were killing them with the pressure. Naruto then brought both of his palms together, die. And the thugs' bodies exploded from the pressure of the two currents, blowing the body parts everywhere on the bridge. Fudden uphill current. He yelled and all of the other thugs, including Gato, rose from the ground and into the air. Fudden. Tornado killer. He said and watched with a mad smile as a tornado was formed and inhaled all of the thugs and the wind blades cut through all of them. When the jutsu was cancelled, it was raining blood in the area that Naruto was in, and he was taking it in with a true smile on his face. This feels so good, even better than what it was 6 years ago, thought Naruto. He then thought about what Tsunami and the old lady in the village told him. You're a good boy, Naruto. Their voices rang through his head, but he kept smiling. No, I'm not. I'm a bad boy, I am, though, a good demon, he thought as he threw what Tsunami said about him away. She didn't seem to care about him these last few days, so why should he? Kurama was hearing these thoughts with a smile on her face. Good, I've successfully gotten rid of Tsunami, she said to herself. Naruto then ran off the bridge to Gato's hideout. There was still more people to kill. He did it. He killed Gato, screamed Tazuna in glee, already forgetting what Naruto just did. I have to go tell everyone, he said as he ran back into town. Sasuke, Sakura, Haku, and Zabuza was still staying in the same place they were at the beginning of the massacre. That boy is too strong, but I'm glad to have him as an ally, thought Gato. Deep in Forest Gato's hideout, Naruto ran into the hideout, killing everyone he saw, and was having so much fun. So much red covered the walls and it looked good to him. He continued this until he ran into the only ninja in the hideout. You, stop there. I shall destroy you and bury you alive with the help of Renmara. Yelled Raiga Kurosuke, the owner of the Twin Thunder Swords, Kiba. Die, lightning ball, he said as he sent a ball of lightning from his swords. Move out of my way. Tamed winds, said Naruto as he sent an invisible blade of wind through the jutsu and sliced the man and the innocent boy on his back in half. Naruto then stopped his tyranny for a couple seconds as he looked at the twin Kiba swords, and sealed it into a seal on his arm and continued to kill everyone there. 20 minutes later, a now calmer Naruto stood in front of Gato's open vault of money, as he killed everyone in the hideout. He then looked at all the gold in the vault, his fox instincts now taking over. Shiny gold, he said in wonder as he sealed everything in the vault in a master scroll. He then walked to the bottom of the hideout to see the holding cells revealing people behind them. Please help us, one woman said, not seeing the blood all over Naruto's cloths. I shall stay back from the lock, he said as all the prisoners walked away from the door. Suddenly, all the locks broke down, thanks to his wind jutsu. Everyone ran out and thanked him for freeing him, but he paid no mind to it. Follow me to Wave, you shall live new lives because of me. I made Wave a better place and killed Gato off, he said, and the people yelled with happiness because of his feat. Naruto did forget to tell them to cover the children's eyes as they walked through the carnage. Oh well, he didn't care. 2 days later, the bridge was complete, and also cleaned of the blood and body parts that littered it. Tazuna told everyone what Naruto did for them, and everyone loved Naruto. Naruto wouldn't be able to walk through town with being stampeded by people who were saying their thanks, or some of the females that ran after him. Naruto never talked to Kakashi when he woke up. It turns out Naruto never knew that it was Kakashi who attacked him in that alleyway that day. Every time Kakashi tried to talk to Naruto, Naruto would only blast him with a ki so strong, it would make a cage shit his pants, and Kakashi was no cage-level ninja. The only people Naruto would spend time with was Sasuke and Sakura. They would eat together and talk together, only Naruto wouldn't reply to the two a lot. Things with Naruto and Tsunami only got worse. Naruto walked up to Tsunami after he freed the prisoners of Gato's hideout, and told her that she was afraid of him now that he knew what he was. He said he saw the look of fear in her eyes as he came back to the house, his cloths and hair filled with the blood of his victims. Inari, on the other hand, thanked Naruto. He said that he was a fool to cry and not do anything for his people, and said he would be strong like Naruto and protect his grandfather and mother now, which Naruto almost smiled at. Naruto also gave Sasuke the twin lightning blades, Kiba. He said that it was, surprisingly when dealing with Naruto, a reward for dealing with Haku as he did. He actually congratulated Sasuke, which made Sasuke smile, knowing that he has gotten stronger if Naruto was telling him that. Speaking of Zabuza and Haku, the two stayed in a house in Wave, but didn't let anyone other than Tazuna know this. He told Tazuna his plan to protect Wave, in which Tazuna agreed to. Now Wave was getting ready to properly thank its hero. Middle of town with Tazuna on top of a stage. Ah, testing 1, 2, 3. Can you all hear me? Alrighty, then we're ready to proceed. We are here to thank the person, I mean people, who came to help Wave in its time of need. Without them, we would still be rolling around in our own filth. So introducing our heroes. First, these people. Then a curtain on the left side of Tazuna fell down to reveal Kakashi, Sasuke, and Sakura. Villagers' response. Clap, clap, clap. Who are those people? I don't know. Why is the tall one's hair defying gravity? Comma dot, comma dot, comma dot, comma, clap. Where the fuck's Naruto? One person yelled. Back to Tazuna. Ah, yes, thank you for that show of thanks. Now, for Wave's real hero, Naruto. Then the curtain of the right side of Tazuna fell down to reveal Naruto and a man behind him. The man then raised Naruto underneath his armpits, showing him to the crowd. The villagers' response. Naruto. Let's go Naruto. I love you Naruto. I want your baby Naruto. Whoever said that shall die. Yelled Kurama from Naruto's mind. You're the best Naruto. 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 Narutoplug. Alright Naruto, that's the CHARCTER that everyone loves. Apparently, the villagers love Naruto a lot. Back to Tazuna. Yes, thank you, Naruto. It's because of you and no one else that Wave is a better place. Said Tazuna, basically forgetting about Sasuke, Kakashi, and Sakura, making them all sweat drop. Now please enjoy the festival in honor of our hero, Naruto. Yelled Tazuna as everyone yelled in approval. Naruto was looking as this happened, seeing everyone cheer for him, but they knew what he did. He killed so many people, but they didn't care. So why would Tsunami get scared of him after he only killed 2 people in front of her? He didn't understand why. While people were thanking him, saying that he was their hero and that they loved him. Naruto never smiled once, not hearing it from the person he really wanted to hear it from. Tsunami. Next day, on the bridge. Today was the day Team 7 returned to Konoha, and none of the villagers wanted to see Naruto leave, but it had to be done. They were standing on the bridge, while some of the villagers were saying their goodbyes. When they were done, Inari came up to Naruto. Naruto. Thank for everything. I'll keep my promise and to stop crying, honest. He said to Naruto. I'll hold you to it. said Naruto with his regular dead voice. Then, Inari hugged Naruto's midsection, him being shorter than him. I love you, Oni-san, said Inari as he let go and ran away, not wanting Naruto to see his tears. Oni-san, he called me. Brother, thought a wide-eyed Naruto. After Inari left, Tsunami walked up to Naruto, causing him to glare at her, red eyes flashing. She ignored them though and kneeled down to Naruto's height and looked him dead in the eyes. She then leaned in and kissed him on the cheek, leaving Naruto and his team wide-eyed. Thank you, and please understand why I didn't talk to you after you read this, she said as she stuck a piece of paper inside Naruto's hoodie pocket and ran off. Alright team, it's time to go. Say your goodbyes, said Kakashi, and with waves, they left Wave. You know, said a Shinichi, the man who Naruto helped build homes in Wave, to Tazuna, we still have to give the bridge a name. Let's name it, the Great Naruto Bridge, to honor the person who freed us, said Tazuna. Great Naruto Bridge, said Shinichi, as he looked at Naruto's back as he was walking away, I like it, he said. Night time. The team made camp to take a good night's rest. Kakashi, Sakura, and Sasuke stayed in tents, while Naruto dug a hole in the ground saying, foxes sleep in dens, not tents. He then pulled out the letter Tsunami gave to him earlier. It read, Naruto, please forgive me, I haven't been talking to you. But it isn't for reasons you believe. 5 days ago, you were asleep and the Kyuubi took over your body. She told me to stay away from you or she would kill the only family I had left. I had to listen, and it hurt me because I saw the hurt look in your eyes when I wouldn't talk to you. Please forgive me. Also, I want you to hear one of the things I talked to the Kyuubi about. We got into an argument about you, and I said the reason you listened to me was because you could trust me, but that's when the Kyuubi snapped. She said that she wouldn't let anything happen to you because you saved her. You saved her from her own loneliness. You were the only person in the world that she could talk to, relate to. She felt normal around you, she loves you because she feel in love with you, Naruto. You made her fall in love. She would tell you that she saved you from the villagers' attacks, but you did more for her than you realizes. If you two can work out your differences, you two could become true lovers. Please give her a chance. Lastly, you told me that your mother hates you, well let me be your mother. The next time you see me, call me Ka-chan, not Tsunami. Thank you for reading, I love you, Naruto-kun. Your Ka-chan. Tsunami. Comma dot. Comma dot. Comma dot dot. Comma dot dot. Comma dot. Naruto couldn't talk as the tears going down his eyes would get into his mouth if he would open it. Naruto then entered his mindscape. Mindscape. Naruto was standing across from Kurama. She was looking at him with eyes that only held love. Everything she said in that letter was true. I told her to stay away. She couldn't finish her sentences. Naruto jumped up and hugged Kurama with everything he had, crying in between her breast. Kurama was surprised at first, but then held on to Naruto with a loving embrace, no pain at all. I love you, Naruto, she said. Maybe I should start to treat him right, like Tsunami said. Thought Kurama. I don't know if I love you or not, said Naruto. Kurama just looked down at Naruto while he was crying. Never mind, if he doesn't love me, I'll just make him. He'll love me sooner more than later, thought Kurama with a dark smile while looking at Naruto.